Are you kidding me? It took me 2 or 3 hours to cut that grass, and it put it in there in 2 seconds. Holy smokes. What's with all the steam in the machines here? Does it do anything to it, or does it just store it? It must store it, and the machines keeps it dry so it doesn't blow up, ferment and blow up. Right. Now, I suppose this is ready to cut again. I'm seriously thinking about, when am I ever going to use that much grass? Look at that. What is it, 2 million? Oh, I can't see. It's too many trees. Map makers and their trees drive me crazy. Yeah, 2 million. Almost 3. So, this is my biggest field. I'm thinking that I might have to plow this thing under, plant something else, and maybe cut grass. Maybe I'll do 2 cuttings of this, and then plow this thing under and plant something else on it. Yeah, the first computer I used was an IBM 1620. There was a program language called SPS that it used. After about the first 6 months of college, that language was already outdated and was not used any longer, so I kind of wasted my whole first 6 months of college. Well, I didn't really, because back then you had to be a math major. So I was taking every kind of math you could think of, math theories, calculus, trig, all that stuff. You had to know that to program. The IBM 1620 also used Fortran, though. So we went from SPS into Fortran to finish out our first year of school. Well, this thing grows as fast as you can cut it, evidently. Do I like simple maps? I don't know. I've never played a simple map. Hey, Farmer Boy, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alrighty, let's see. I gotta go over and check this guy out. Sorry, I got carried away there for a second. Turn that on. I don't know why I started that, except for I need to finish this out. Doesn't like doing the ends, I guess. Autumn Oaks, I haven't seen that one. Alright, now let's see. I gotta figure out where the storage is. Is that the storage over there? Look out, there's a train coming. Ah, I beat the train. I think this is the storage. I couldn't prove it in a court of law. Not that. Over here. Yeah, there's the horse. Okay. There's the horse of many colors. That horse is looking for a mate because according to Muffin, it takes 2 horsepower to leave that pasture. And he's only got 1 horsepower, so he's stuck. Now, can I drive through with the header on? Evidently. Oh, that's sweet. I love it. Oh, nope, I can't. There's some collision on it, I guess. Towards the inside, there's some collision. But I can drop this right here. Wait a minute. Go back. Put the wheels up. Or down. Thomas the Train Colors. Alright, there we go. Well, I could probably continue on with the next field, but I think I did change crops on every field. I don't normally do that when I start a new map. But these fields, even though they're the smallest fields on the map, are still pretty good size. So I decided to just do a different crop on each field. Just drop the straw. Now, let me see if this thing will. I don't know if it will. I gotta figure out how to get the stuff out of the combine. How do you get the stuff out of the combine? Because the will it let me? Okay, it looks like there's no collision on that. Can I? There is collision on it. Oh, I gotta figure this out. I don't have a truck. I need a truck and trailer. I'm trying to see if it'll do this. Let's see what happens if I get up by this, which doesn't seem to have collision on it. And see if I can get this stuff to drop. It did! It worked! I can't believe it! Sweet! Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, that worked. I love it. I'm heading to the next field. I've had enough of this one. Oh, no wonder. I've been talking for the last 5 minutes. I have my mic turned off. Doggone it. I can't believe it. All right, let's see. Latmos, why don't grown kids listen when I tell them to go to the bank and ask for overdraft protection instead of nickel and dime me because they messed up their money? Then they tried to bribe me on when they get paid. They buy me what I want. What I want is my money is safe. Yeah, no kidding. I'll tell you what bothers me. I loaned my kids money. Oh, geez, Dad, we need new tires for the car. So, okay, how much? I'm just going to round this off. Let's say they needed $200. I give them $200. We'll pay you back on payday. All right, payday comes around. Kids come over. Here, Dad, here's your $200. Oh, by the way, we needed an extra something or other. So we need another 100 if that's okay. Well, okay, I take 100, I give them the other 100 back, and they leave. Then when you ask them the next payday, where's that $100 you owe me? We paid you back. I said, no, wait, you paid me the first 200. You didn't pay the other that you borrowed. They forget about that. Crazy. Why isn't this growing? Let me go check, see what else has grown. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to this field? What happened? Part of my field didn't get seeded. How did I miss that? Holy smokes. All right, I gotta go back and get the seeder. That's not right. How did I miss that? Crashmaster. My kids sound like him. Oh, I drove away and forgot my header. Now I got to come back and get my header. I bet probably nobody noticed that. You guys have been yelling at me by now. Hey, you forgot your header, you dummy. How could I miss? Well, I can understand how I missed the seeding because I had a worker doing it, but how in the hell did I, pardon my French, did I miss a header that's 90 feet wide? Hey, half your combine's missing. How did I miss that? You guys ever hear the story? I was live streaming one time. This is back in the day. I haven't live streamed for a long time, but I'm back in it now. But I was live streaming one time. And I'm notorious for not watching the chat as close as I should. And the live stream, actually, I got knocked off the live stream. It stopped streaming. My program stopped working. It stopped streaming. And I had, at that time, one of my subscribers, Arctic Lynn, she lives in Canada. And thank you, farm manager. She was on. She was on. What's that talkie program? Discord. She was on Discord with me, so during the live stream, she could talk to me and tell me, what was going on in the chat. And I missed it again. Anyway, so she was on, but she didn't say anything. And the whole chat, they're just laughing their asses off, and I didn't know it. In the chat, until I went back and read it, in the chat, they were laughing, and at one point somebody said, it'd been about 10 minutes, and somebody said, Lynn, aren't you hooked up in Discord with Rude Man? And she said, yeah. She goes, did you tell him that the stream stopped? And she said, no, I've been waiting to see how long it takes before he notices it. And I didn't see any of that. Oh, man. It did. It took me about 10 or 15 minutes before I noticed it. And then I got back on and I said, why did you guys tell me? I said, I've been sitting here talking for 15 minutes and nobody could hear me. Okay, now I got to try to keep a straight line here, because I tried to hire a worker, but he took off to the north for some reason. Now my corn's going to be delayed. Oh well. What else have I got to do? Well, anyway, thanks, farm manager, for telling me about the seeds. I've done that before too. And then I've come back and said, why does this field have 3 different seeds on it? 3 different crops on it. I'd blame it on my age, but that doesn't work. Thunder, how are you, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, everybody, Thunder's in the house. Somebody left the back door open. Just kidding. So I had to laugh last night. The night before, I was on the YouTuber formerly known as Big Hoss, his live stream, and oh my God, that guy! I know, I've known him for a while, and I'd say the poor guy can't sleep, except for it doesn't bother him. He doesn't sleep much. He only needs about 2-3 hours of sleep a night. And he said he's always been like that. And so it was into the wee hours, and I had to just say, hey, I got to go to bed. I can't stay up this late. And but he's been trying to get a hold of me because he wants to do some live streaming with me like we used to do. For those of you that don't know, Southern Boy has changed his name 2-3 times. That's why I call him the artist formerly known as Big Hoss. He wants to do a live stream with me like we used to do to blow out Farm Sim 17 when Farm Sim 19 comes out. We're going to do, or we're trying to put together a dual live stream like we used to do. We used to do Friday night with Big Hoss and Rude Man, and we had a lot of fun doing it. It didn't do either one of us any good except for make us older, but we had fun doing it. And so the funny thing, though, why I'm laughing about it is he's been trying to get a hold of me so we could work out the details. The problem is he doesn't stop live streaming long enough for me to be able to talk to him. He live streams 10, 12, 16 hours at a go, and I don't know how in the hell he does it. I mean, I'd have to have a porta potty sitting under me and somebody feed me hot dogs all day. Where's Lightning? Oh, farm manager, that could be. I'll find out. If that's the case, then I'm going to have to store my grass someplace else because... well, no, wait a minute. I can still feed that. And you can get a silage maker that takes hay. Oh, that's my favorite. I like Muffin. I like to go to Sonic and get their chili dog. Sonic makes a really good chili dog. I like chili dogs, and I just like chili. When I was single, I would buy cans of Nally chili and cans of Dinty Moore stew, and that's what I lived on. I just lived on that. But I'm a little weird, though. I just don't eat the chili if it's Nally's chili. Now, I make my own chili, and I eat that by the bowl, but if I eat Nally's chili, I take a plate, and I put a couple slices of bread down, and I pour the chili on top, and then sometimes I'll put a little salsa on it. Sometimes I'll put a little sour cream on it. Sometimes I don't put anything on it. But I kind of eat it that way. Okay, this is harvested. I have actually already plowed it. Let me grab that seeder, and I'll start seeding something else when I'm running around doing nothing at all. 7-Eleven. We don't. I live in a very small community. It's 5,000 people. We don't have a 7-Eleven. Actually, we don't have a Sonic either. I have to go to town to do that. And the nearest town for us. Now, when I talk town, I'm talking about a city. The nearest city to us is Portland. It's 100 miles away. And you know, I go there to see doctors and things. I don't trust regular doctors, so I go see specialists. And but I go to the city for that. I don't get sick often, but I do have health issues. Everybody does. I don't like to talk about health issues because it makes me sound like I'm pissing and moaning, but I'm not. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me except for my heart, and diabetes, and a couple other things. But it doesn't bother me. Everybody has issues. Gives me a chance to go to some decent restaurants. So I'll go early in the morning because I don't like afternoon doctor appointments, especially if it takes me 2 hours to get there. 2 hours driving and 2 hours home. Okay, so if I make an afternoon appointment, it took me 2 hours to get there. I have to go to the afternoon appointment. It takes me 2 hours to get home. It just blows your whole day. So I usually make an early appointment. And then afterwards, we'll go have breakfast. There's a place in Portland that's a chain. They have a lot of them. It's called Elmer's. And you can get their Hungry Rancher breakfast. Comes on a platter, not a plate. You get, let's see, you get 2 slices of ham, 2 link sausages, 2 pieces of bacon, 3 eggs, hash browns, and you get a biscuit. Now, I take the biscuit and trade it for a pancake. The pancake comes about pizza size, and then I pretend that I can eat it all, and I do my best. But every time we go to the doctor, I gotta stop and have breakfast. Yeah, Dad, talk with your daughter. Farm manager wants to know where I'm from. I live in the state of Oregon in the United States, and I live on the coast, right on the mouth of the Columbia. So if you get a map, you'll see the mouth of the Columbia is where Lewis and Clark spent the winter when they made their little journey to Oregon from back east. Crashmaster says his grandpa used to boil hot dogs and sauerkraut and put the hot dogs on the bun, then put the sauerkraut. Yeah. When I get a Costco hot dog, I put sauerkraut on it. Now, if you're a hot dog connoisseur, which New York people seem to think that they're the only ones that can eat a hot dog. According to the hot dog connoisseurs in New York, the only thing you put on a hot dog is mustard. That's it. You don't put ketchup, you don't put relish, and I'm not even sure if they put sauerkraut on it. But, you know, in the West here, we usually put, you know, hamburger relish or hot dog relish, ketchup and mustard, and then I do put sauerkraut on it. My dad used to make sauerkraut. I don't know what that white post is, but there's no collision on it. I saw that when I first started playing the map, and I have no idea what it is. There's no collision on it, though. Aren't grannies strange people? My granny did strange things, too. I don't know what the hell that is. No collision on it, though. I think it was dropped by aliens. Yeah, they did. Costco, for some reason, stopped the sausage ones. Those are the ones I ate. Now I'm relegated just to eating the regular hot dog. But they stopped doing the Polish ones. Hey, Stefan. You just got off work, buddy? Pickled corn on the cob? Yeah. Yep. I've heard of that. Poor Stefan. He's always working. He never gets to see my streams. Pickled watermelon rind. Now that I have not heard of. Now see, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you start talking about food, my ears prick up like werewolf size. And I just love to talk about food. I don't have many vices. I've never smoked. I've never drank alcohol, not even beer. I have nothing against it. I just don't do it. I don't chase women I can't catch. You know, I try not to curse. I'm no prude by any means. If I hit my thumb with a hammer, you're going to hear some words you've never heard before in your life. I'm not a prude. I just don't see the point in saying a cuss word every other word to try to make yourself seem adult. I don't see any point in it. There's a dictionary full of words that will help you express your point of view. I don't see any point in using curse words to do it. So I try not to do that. But the one thing I do like to do is I like to eat food. And thank God that I don't weigh 300 pounds. I would say I'm slightly overweight, but not to the point of being obese. Nowadays, you don't have to be very heavy to be obese, according to people that know that kind of thing, which I don't think they know as much as they think they do, but that's neither here nor there. But I love to talk about food. I like to eat. It's my only vice. I like food. So you guys talking about food, I just go crazy. Miss Tilly's in the house. Mr. Stilly. I never can figure that out. You were on the other day and I couldn't figure that out. Mrs. Tillior. Or is it Mr. Stillior? I'm sorry, I can't, I don't want to mess that up. I feel bad when I do. At any rate, thanks for stopping in. My ex cursed. What, because of you? He cursed because of you, or did you drive him to it, or did he just do it? Now, anybody can curse, and here's what I mean by that. I don't cuss a lot. I try not to. I try not to. I try to be good. But it's funny how you can be influenced to do it. And I used to work at a sugar factory when I first got out of high school. I worked in the lab. I didn't work out in the factory itself. So I wore white shirts and ties, and I did all the work with the test tubes and acids and pHs, and I ran tests on the sugar in the different stages of being processed. Is what I did in a laboratory. And so I was blue collar, but not quite. And most of the people in the lab, they cussed up a storm. And so when you get around people that cuss a lot, you start doing that yourself. It's like moving to a southern state from a northern state, and a year later coming home with a southern accent. You just can't help it, if you know what I mean. So anybody can learn to cuss. It doesn't make it right, but there you go. You don't like Oregon because it rains too much? Well, that's true. You should be on the coast where I'm at. You know, they say that Portland gets a lot of rain. They don't get half the rain we get. Who was it I was talking to you now? Crashmaster's talking about pickled eggs. Was it you, Muffin, or Latmos? Somebody said the other night that I was talking about beets on a salad. And I'm talking about not sugar beets, but red beets, pickled red beets. And somebody said they took their boiled eggs and put them in the jar of pickled egg juice and pickled their eggs that way. I thought that was the best idea. I told my wife about it because we eat those kind of beets on a salad when we have a salad. A recipe for pickled eggs. I like that kind of thing. I like to. Okay, farm manager said he was out in Oregon, only got 2 days because of all the rain. Yeah. All right, hang on. All right, I'm back. I've got Discord running if anybody wants to jump in there, or if you're not in my Discord, I can send an invite, I suppose, if I figure out how to do it. I don't use it very much. I'm not very good at that. No sound? What? Who's not getting any sound? You're in Wisconsin? Well, I'll tell you what. I have a story to tell you about tourists here. We get a lot of tourists here because we're on the coast. And I was at Costco getting gas one time, and we'd had a particularly rainy couple of weeks, and it must have been a tourist in the next lane from me getting gas, and I had to roll my window down to give the guy my card, and so I overheard this person asking the guy that was pumping the gas, "My God, does it ever stop raining here?" And the guy that was pumping gas immediately said, "I don't know. I've only lived here for 3 years." And I was laughing so hard they had to have heard me. Farm manager's in Discord. He doesn't know which one. Well, my Discord is... I don't know how to use it. I don't use it much. I'm in there right now. I'm in a streaming room. But hang on a second. Hang on. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I gotta figure out how to do it. I don't remember how to do it. You know what? I should put the Discord thing in the description. I don't think I have it down there. Yeah, I'm on a different computer, so hang on. I'm trying to pull up Discord on the other computer because I have Twitch running over there and not on this computer I'm playing on. So I'm trying to pull up Discord over on that computer while I'm driving with my left hand, which is dangerous. And let's see here. Invite people. Copy. Paste. Alright, there you go. If that works, I don't know. Oh, I forgot. I could have had you do it. Yes. I think I just did, but I don't know. I don't use Discord, so I don't... I mean, other than to talk to myself. So I don't know how everything works over there. I've been trying to figure out how I can be in Discord on my channel, my personal channel, Rudeman53, and not have everybody see me in everybody else's channels that I've got. Because I'm in about half a dozen different Discord channels. And I don't know if you can even do that. I wish this thing would ripen. I need to do some crops here. Stefan is excited to be 67 so he can retire. What? Why do you want to be 67? Why do you have to wait till you're 67? Well, that's true, Muffin. That's why when I was in my late 20s, I started putting my own money away so that I could retire myself and not have to worry about government money. All right, hang on. I'm going to do something here on Discord. Okay. Private. I don't know how long it takes. In Denmark, you're 67, you can retire from work, then you can get retirement money. Without paying 58% tax of it when you get 67. Right, Discord's going nuts. It keeps kicking me out of my game. What the heck? Oh, I'm having trouble. Sorry. Technical issues here. All right, I gotta go back and get my header. I forgot it. Thanks for reminding me, Thunder. Yeah, Stefan's talking about paying taxes. Excuse me. I live in a state where the state has income taxes on Social Security. I can't believe it, but yes, they do. Oregon is tied for the highest taxed state in our nation. It's tied with Hawaii. We have more taxes here than any other state. They actually tax your Social Security income. I'll be lucky to live to 70. Not because of my health, because somebody's going to take me out before then. Just kidding. I know, it's a terrible thing to kid about. All right, let me see if I can... Now, why was it so easy to hook up to that header this time, and it was so hard to hook up to it before? Wheels away. I plan to live forever. So far, so good. I've known people that really, really can't look forward enough to being old. They just say that every year they live, life gets better, and they just like growing old. I don't think of it actually. I don't actually think about it, so it doesn't really bother me. And thank God that you don't feel old in your mind, or at least I have never thought of it that way. You know, in my mind, I'm still 20 years old. Heck, sometimes in my mind, I can't wait till the time when in my mind I'm only 10 years old. Although that's probably not a good thing. Well, this stuff's not going to grow fast enough. My corn isn't done either. There's some crops grow faster than others. This is still growing. Oh! Let me go check on the potato field that I leased. I forgot about leasing that potato field. Where did I put the potato harvester? Did I go? There it is. Great demand for cake. The game's being run by somebody that loves cake. Still 83%. Great demand for cake. Hey, I like cake. Cake is good. I'm going to start harvest. What the heck? Let me turn the machine on here. I'm just going to go for it. I'm impatient. I can't help it. Oh, look at that! That was magic. Sweet. I love it. Love it. I'm a hire worker. Who do we have? Steve Jones. Let me go check on Grass Guy. Daryl Walker is running our, whatever this is, our big crone. What does that say on the side? I don't have a clue. It's some kind of advertisement. I didn't know. Close the window, it's getting chilly. Oh, I thought you were just going to go to the window and get some chili. Speaking of chili, I was going to make a chili this afternoon. Chili. You did spell it chili. Ah, that's funny. It's my fault for talking about all the food. And then I got to find out if it's actually making hay or whatever, like you said it might be. I don't know how to tell. I'm gonna have to end up buying a truck and trailer because I don't have one. Let me go into this thing right here. Uh-oh. Did I not put my new truck and trailer in here? No! I didn't. I didn't. Because I didn't put in a bunch of extra mods on this one. I just did it this morning. I put a minimal amount of mods in it. There's Vaszic stuff. There's all of Vaszic stuff right here. This is what he puts in for the map. Right here, all of this stuff, doodle-doo. And it doesn't include a truck and trailer, does it? Just the in-game stuff, as far as I can tell. Huh. Well, darn. I can get this rig here, I guess, and we're going to give it an American design. All that does is put this naked woman on the sign and a flag. But, oh well. Let's put the bigger engine in it, and I don't care about the wheels. I just use default wheels. Don't know any better. Alright, now I need a trailer. Funny thing is, though, on that mod, the trailer isn't in tippers. It's in, I think, miscellaneous. I don't know why. The mod author didn't put it in the right location. I was going to change it, but I haven't. It's easy to change. I just haven't done it. I think I'll get this trailer to go with that. Alright, let me go find my truck and trailer. Okay, let's put this in category 3. That's where I usually put my trailers. Okay, now I'm going to go check that grass out and see what's actually in that. If it's grass or if it's something else. Now he put in a teleport program into this. He didn't put it in. It's in the folder when you download the map. But it's a different one than I use. I use one called TARDIS. And since I wasn't familiar with the one he was using, I just kept TARDIS in here. So, let's see. Actually, that grass place isn't that far away. I'll just drive to it. Boy, the lanes on this road are a little narrow, aren't they? This is a green truck and trailer, I tell you what. It's very, very green. Kind of fits this map. All the bright colors. This bright green fits right in. I'm scared to death of heights in real life. Even this game scares me a little bit. So, Stefan, you were talking about retirement. How far are you away? Have you got a ways to go? Alright, I gotta go way back down this way now. Okay, hang on. I think I'm gonna have to be Daredevil down here. Only 44? Yeah. Got a ways, but heck, you know, man, enjoy life, though. I used to do that. I used to wish for things. I have a theory about time. And my theory was that time going fast and slow, it's kind of like that old saying, if you watch a boiling pot, it takes forever to boil. If you stare at a clock, it takes forever for time to go by. I have this theory that when you're young, everything is new. You haven't experienced anything yet. The whole world is new. Everything in it is new. You can't wait for things. I can't wait for my birthday. I can't wait for Christmas. I can't wait for summer vacation. I can't wait to go to a concert. I can't wait to be 16 so I can drive. I can't wait till I'm 18 and be out of school. I can't wait till I'm 21 to be able to drink a beer. Now, once you get a little bit older and you get out, you get into the work world, all of a sudden, it doesn't say it's just grass. Okay, it's just grass. When you get out into the real world, you get in the daily rut of things. And now, you don't, what are you going to wish for? I'm going to wish, oh, geez, I wish it was tomorrow so I could go to work again. The only thing you might wish for is I wish it was Friday night so I can have a decent weekend or a day off. But it's not the same. And so time slows down because you're not wishing for time to go forward, if that makes any sense. But that's the way I always kind of thought about it. That as you get older, you don't have so many things to look forward to because you've experienced more. Nothing's new. What am I going to do? Wish to go to work in the morning? That kind of thing. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Not paying bills. That's a good one. I'm one of these kind of people that doesn't remember stuff like that. People ask me, it just always amazes me to have a conversation with somebody that starts talking about, oh, geez, when I was in the first grade, I can remember all that stuff. I don't remember being in school at all. I don't remember anything like that. I don't remember stuff like that. Now, I was always working. I had an after-school job. I was working when I was in the 5th grade, my parents loaned me out to some people that had an 80-year-old mother that had a broken hip and couldn't take care of herself. And I had to go live with her for about a year or so and take care of her. That was my job. The state paid me $1 a day to do it. And if I remember right, I'm probably wrong on that. But anyway, I didn't even get to keep the money. My parents took the money. But I had to live away from home. I lived with this woman. I was only in the 5th grade. Now, the school happened to be right across the street from where this lady lived. So I'd get up in the morning, go to school. In the evening, I'd come home and I'd have to, she got what they called commodity foods. If you're not familiar with that, it's government food that once a month they'd come over. They'd park a truck in a grocery store lot, and you'd go get powdered milk, cheese, big blocks of cheese, flour, sugar, things like that in bulk to help support your food, monthly food bill. And so we'd get the flour and the sugar and stuff like that, and I'd have to bake biscuits. I had to mop her floors. I had to give her alcohol rubs and take care of her. And that was my job. And I was only in the 5th grade. So I was always working. And so I didn't go to football games and basketball games and proms and things like that. I was always working. Because when I got older, I was working for myself. I'd get home and work out in the fields or work in the orchards and stuff for money, So I just don't remember doing a lot of stuff. But was it under the war? Yeah. Which war? No, it was after. They had stuff like that during the war. I'm not that old. Come on. They had that stuff during the war, but they had it afterwards too. They still have programs like that for certain folks. It's a little different. A lot of them are volunteer.